welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today guys, I have a special edition video for you guys. It is October 8th. I wanted to do something that's been on my mind for the duration of the week. Earlier in the week, I gave you guys a bit of a synopsis on each life path and what you should primarily focus on. I looked at the comments, I've had debates, I've responded to DMs. And a lot of you guys had a real problem with me saying that Life Path 8 should focus on money. And I find that quite funny. I find it funny that the Life Path 8 that's primarily focused on power, you guys have a problem when I say focus on money. I'm not sure why that is. Because the Life Path 8 has a very harsh reality that you have to seize power. And if you don't have money in this lifetime, you will not get much power. I don't care what part of the world you're in. I do not care what gender you're in. It really doesn't matter, right? So what I want to do here is provide you guys with 8 rules that I've come up with through my experience as a Life Path 8 and give you guys a synopsis of what it looks like to be the Life Path 8 and then how you're going to adapt to its terrain. Especially if you're younger, I want you to really implement these 8 rules because these 8 rules will get you to the top in whatever endeavor you choose. And it will also give you the right mindset to get through life and understand things. So to start off, Life Path 8 is the most misinterpreted number. It's a number of balance between the material and the spiritual world. What people misunderstand is that they think, well, I can just be spiritual and hide in a temple. It's not like that. You need to understand that life is a very harsh reality. And these 8 rules are going to dictate that and show you how to adapt to that harsh reality. You are in the darkness. The Life Path 1 has a enterprise or an expertise when it comes to their environment. They're pushed into what they're supposed to do. Their environment tells them that there's a bright future ahead. As a Life Path 8, you have the same path as the 1, meaning you have the same expectation to be number 1, to have a status, to have money, to have power, to have prestige, but you're in the darkness. Saturn doesn't give you that light path. You're in a dark path. And if you want to deny that, that's completely fine. That's your prerogative. But I'm here to get you guys to understand the truth of what's happening. All right? So first things first, nobody is coming to save you. That's rule number 1. What that means is, if you are a Life Path 8, understand that most of the people in your life are there as teachers. Some of them will be good teachers. Most of them will be bad teachers. And what that means is, I mean that in a very subjective way. Everybody's a teacher, as long as you have the right mindset. And this is what we're going to start off with. Nobody is coming to save you. Let's say you're depressed. Who cares? You need to get over it. Let's say that you have some sort of physical ailment. Who cares? You need to get over it. I've had both of these things in my time. You need to get over these things because nobody really cares about what you have to say. You are very misinterpreted just like your number. Saturn is the enemy of all other planets in the Eastern original numerology. When you understand that, you realize that there is no other planetary influence. There's nobody else that's really going to come around and say, I want to help you so bad. It's rare. It happens, and you can have mentors or harsh, strict teachers. Like I said, there's the good teachers that are going to teach you in very harsh ways. Usually they're the good ones, the ones that don't filtrate their words, the ones that actually just tell you the raw truth about what you need to do to mature. And then there's the bad teachers, the ones that are going to friend you up and then betray you. Make you think that you're building an enterprise with them and then completely crush your expectations. Okay? So nobody is coming to save you. When you have the mindset of nobody is coming to save me, you get up every day with the prerogative of, I need to make sure that my physical health is on point, I need to make sure my finances are looking good, I need to make sure that I'm progressing. And nobody is coming to save me. You have a religion, that's fine. You can say your prayers. But you need to take action in this lifetime to make sure that you save yourself. God helps those who help themselves. This is said in all scriptures across all religions. You need to understand that you need to help yourself, and nobody is really coming to save you or really gives an F about you enough to save you. Now, I'm not saying other life paths have it easier in the sense that, oh, they have some miraculous change coming or somebody just comes and swoops them off their feet. But as an 8, we oftentimes give ourselves to other people, and they don't give the same reciprocation. So you need to understand that you have to be your own superhero, and at times that's going to make you look like the villain. Just like how I'm going to look making this video right now. To the people that think the 8's just about spiritual realization. It's a spiritual realization through learning societal norms, seeing through them, and then getting material assets while seeing through the darkness. So when you go and see through that darkness, you are getting your spiritual realization by seeing human nature and how they operate. Lesson number 2, trust the process. Trusting the process means that you have to have a great deal of discipline, which is going to be another rule anyways. Trust the process means when you've laid out a plan for yourself that your mind has conceptualized, meaning that's a gift from the Creator, from the universe, from God, whatever you name it. That's a gift that you were given to conceptualize in your mind, and you've pictured it using your pineal gland, your imagination, you've envisioned something, and you've made a plan to go towards it. You've made a map. Imagine every time that you have a map to go somewhere, wherever major city you're in, you decide to listen to some pedestrian telling you, nah, that landmark is not that way, go the other way. Would you do that? No. So the same thing needs to go for your purpose. You need to trust the process. Even if it takes a little bit longer, sometimes that's traffic. You get somewhere a little bit longer. With the 8, Saturn's going to test you. It's a taskmaster. It wants to see if you're built for it. It wants to see if you're actually ready for the challenge that it has in store for you. You need to understand that and then walk through these challenges without hesitation, without complacency. Trust the process. Trust me. Next one. Don't talk about what you've done or what you are going to do. This one's a big one because 8s have communication issues, whether it be with their intimate relationships or friendships or family. The 8 is the black sheep in family, just like the 4. When it comes to intimate relationships, it always says the 8 has hindrances with having kids and also with marriage. That's not always true, of course, but what I'm saying is that's a very common thing. That's a generalization. With friendships, it often comes to the point where friends are like, oh, you're so materialistic, oh, all you think about is money, or all you think about is whatever it is that your purpose is. And you want to bring it up because we're extremists. We like to delve into the topic and become it. There's no point talking about it. You need to just be all action. Make people respect you and lead from the front by taking all action towards your purpose and not asking anybody for much. Meaning, let's say you want to be a professional soccer player. I'm just using this as a random example. A real estate tycoon, a technician, whatever, right? There's no point you telling your friends or family, this is what I want to do. Like, I get you if you tell your family I'm going to university to be a technician or whatever. But you don't need to tell people over and over or reiterate what your purpose or goal is. There's no point putting their energy on it when your energy is strong enough on its own. This goes back to rule number 1. Nobody's coming to save you anyways. Why would you tell them? Who cares? Right? This is ruthless. This is the real thing. This is the harsh truth of the life path 8. All right? Don't talk about what you've done. So if you've accomplished things in the past, the 8 is most a misinterpreted number, as I've said. If you talk about what you've done in the past, especially when it comes to accomplishments, people are just going to say you're bragging. Bruce Lee had this quote that I really liked where he said, I'm going to paraphrase. I don't want to botch this, but I'm going to paraphrase it. He said, if I tell you I'm good, then you're going to say I'm bragging. If I tell you I'm no good, then you know I'm lying. I'm not saying it exactly on point, but you get the gist. Meaning no matter what way you go, people are going to have something to say anyways. So you might as well more times just say nothing. There's another quote, a wise man once said nothing. That's for a reason. You need to understand that people don't really care about what you're saying, but they're going to always watch what you are doing. Meaning, if you become a professional fighter and you win a belt, they're going to see that. They're going to see it on social media. They might be watching you on TV, whatever. That's where the actions just speak. Let actions speak for you. Okay? Next one is discipline is key. And I know that's cliche. Everybody already knows that. Discipline is something that means you do not rely on your emotions to get up and get things done. Meaning every day as an 8, you should have a task to check off the list. Life is just a series of problems to solve. So, especially as an 8, we literally live in retrograde season. So you need to be checking things off the list every single day. There should be no such thing. I don't want to hear about it. Oh, I had a day off. I was on the couch. No, there's no day off. The day off on the couch is where you're actually premeditating your next day's moves. The day off on the couch is the recharge day, the day where you're accumulating new knowledge. Discipline is key, and don't ever forget that. Make your mind hard like iron. Always remember, don't have sloth, don't have any complacency, do not be lazy. Be disciplined in all things, in the physical world, the spiritual world, meaning do not break your principles, and be disciplined with your emotions. Control your anger, your sadness, your happiness. Your best bet is to stay neutral at all times and do not react to things. Let it go inside of you and have an internal reflection of it. And then see why you are feeling the way you are feeling, or why you believe or think the way you think. This is the best way to have discipline and to practice what you preach. This is the way people are going to respect you, because they're going to see that you're always disciplined. And discipline means that you're doing things that are necessary when the camera is off, when the camera is on. So when people are watching, you're doing the discipline thing. When people are not watching, you're doing the discipline thing because it's for yourself. Rule number 5. This is life is building and maintenance. So this kind of ties back. All these rules tie together in a certain extent because it goes back to militancy. You need to understand that, like, whatever you build in life, whether it be muscle, whether it be a house, whether it be a vehicle, whether it be a computer, it needs to be built first through step-by-step procedure. As I've said, you have to have discipline, you have to trust the process. But you also have to maintain that thing once you get it. It's no surprise a lot of rappers and athletes go back poor after they become rich because they were never truly rich here. They just got rich because they did a certain set of actions that got them there. But a lot of people don't continue to do those things. With discipline, you'll have the responsibility and the accountability to make sure that you maintain it. That's why rule number 5 is about building, making sure you're building those blocks to get where you want to go, loving the game, accepting the game, but then understanding that to maintain that status, to maintain that tangible reality, you have to just practice maintenance, whether that be cleaning your house, cleaning your room, cleaning your car, upkeeping your computer, putting on virus software. All of these things are maintenance. You have to maintenance your hygiene. You have to maintenance your health. All of these things in your life demand maintenance. Why I said in the prior one, discipline is key. I don't know what kind of day off you're having. Because even on a day off, I'm cleaning, I'm doing the most to upkeep what I already have. Meaning I'm showing gratefulness to the Almighty, to God, to the universe. To say that, yeah, I'm upkeeping this. I'm keeping it cleanly. I'm keeping my mind cleanly by meditating. That's maintaining my mind. I'm keeping my body clean. That's maintaining my body. I'm keeping my vehicle and house clean. That's maintaining these things, these items that I've been blessed with. All of these things demand that you build and maintain. I can only speak from the lens of a life path. I'm not another life path. But these are the things that I've learned so far. Next lesson, 6, mind over matter. This one's crucial. No matter what circumstance you're in, it could be changed by determined action, which is something I got from Felicia Bender's page, who's a great numerologist, and I highly recommend, if you guys haven't checked her out, check her out. I love Felicia Bender. Mind over matter means that you practice what you preach, but it's also about everything starts with the mind. Like I said, the thoughts that you have are a gift from the universe, from God, from the Almighty, from the power, from the prana, right? You need to use that energy and transmit it to bend your reality. This is the weaponization of the 8 now. That's why I say this one's crucial, because you can bend your reality using your thoughts. How do you do that, Shem? This is how you do it. You think about what you want in life, then you say it to yourself. You make an affirmation of some sort where you reaffirm it in your mind by hypnotizing yourself by saying, I already have it. I have this. I am this. Whatever it may be your goal is. And you take non-stop, consistent action every single day until you get it. That's karma. Thought, word, and action. Deed. These things harden into vision, planning, and what we call competence in the physical realm. When you have all of these things, you are unstoppable because you are working with the way of heaven. You are working with the way of the universe. You are working with the universal law of karma. Whatever it is that your goal is, no matter how bad of a circumstance there is, it is inevitable that you get it. It's inevitable. Nothing can stop you. Next one is trust no one. This goes back to the other rule when I was talking in rule 3 about don't talk about what you've done or what you're already doing, or what you're going to do, excuse me. The reason why trusting no one is important is because if you trust somebody else, you're going to a point of emotion and you're not being logical. The only person you can truly trust in this life is yourself if you're being truthful. It's going to upset a lot of people. I don't care. I'm not here to get 1 million subscribers. I'm here to teach the lessons that I've learned. If you like it, you like it. View my channel. If you don't, you don't. Stop viewing my channel. I really don't care. What I'm saying here is the raw truths. Trust no one. Meaning, I don't care if your best friend, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your relative, whoever told you, whatever it is. Fact check everything. Because as soon as you let a false narrative go into your mind is polluted. Life is war. You need to make sure that the information you are receiving from whatever source it is definitely a competent source and a source that you can say has been truthful in the past and they can follow that algorithm. And even if they are a truthful person, think about what's their intention to make me think this. Is it to bless me? Is it to dissuade me from doing something else? What is it that they're telling me this for and why? Okay? Last but not least, be hard to kill, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and physically. You need to be financially hard to kill. Get rich, get wealthy, get your financial goals. At least get a sense of financial stability. As an 8, you want to get rich, don't lie to yourself. Spiritually, you want to protect yourself. I usually wear my amethyst. I'm in my room right now. It's fine. I usually wear my sapphire to work and to bed. My sapphire is to protect me against evil eye. My amethyst to help open my 3rd eye and my 7th chakra and keep me balanced. Emotionally and physically, meaning do not let other people get in your head. Have an internal sense of control. And physically, practice a sort of martial art or some sort of fighting ability. Whether you're a man or a woman, become hard to kill. Like I said, Saturn is the enemy of everybody and is prone to accidents and different things that can happen. Protect yourself against all of these things. That's the 8 rules, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Like, subscribe, holler at me. For tips, guys. Peace.